Kim, thank you. We are out back and talking NASCAR racing, and excited to do so because the big race at Bristol tomorrow afternoon and evening under the lights, and it's on the short track at Bristol, and it's high banked, and it's going to air right on 3 TV. So Scott Roan from PIR brought a couple of cool cars in this morning to talk about it. This is one of those tracks. I guess the drivers probably love it because it's a lot of fender rubbing going on.
Absolutely, Scott. Yeah, I mean, it's this is one of the must-see races on NASCAR's year-long tour.
Yeah.
High bank track, like you said, it's one of the shorter tracks on the tour. It's only half mile. You got 40 cars. There's not a lot of space, a lot of rubbing. I've heard people refer to it. I think we said yesterday it's kind of like 40 cars in a blender.
Yeah, that's a great way to say that.
It's a really exciting race.
I was reading that they've actually used that stadium for football games before.
They did. They had the battle at Bristol last fall, and now you're putting me on the spot.
That's okay, but it's just cool to think that it's
West
serves
Virginia,
a couple of different purposes.
Tennessee,
Yeah, a couple colleges, and then they had I read they had a pro game back in I want to say 60s or something like that, but anyway, that's another story. So we've got the semifinal race coming up on November 12th, that weekend at PIR.
Yep.
That's going to be it's always a great race because a lot is on the line.
It is. So NASCAR's playoffs kick off in 3 races. And of course, as they go through the playoffs, which is 10 race format, they'll begin to narrow that field down just like any other playoffs. By the time they get to Phoenix, we'll have 8 cars that are eligible, and we'll knock that down to the 4 finalists that go on to Miami. So really intense weekend.
Yeah, and outside that story, the other storyline, of course, is it's Dale Jr.'s final race at PIR and on the West Coast. What do you think that means for racing?
Well, I know Junior's going to stay involved in the sport, so I think the fans have been watching Earnhardt's race or be involved in NASCAR for decades.
Forever.
And, yeah, forever.
As long as
really.
we've been alive.
I mean, going back to Ralph Earnhardt, his grandfather. So I really don't think that that's going to change. I mean, I'd be kidding you if I tell you I'm not going to miss watching the 88 race on the track, but that's part of what will be fun about this fall is everybody gets a chance to say goodbye. They get a chance to sort of thank Dale for his contribution, and then next spring, we get to watch him as a team owner compete in the sport that he loves.
And then the other big story out of PIR is, the construction going on out there, basically moving everything around in the start-finish around to turn 2. That's going to be completed by the semifinal race next year, correct?
Yeah, it'll come online in a series of phases, but what'll be exciting for this fall is we'll have suites that are all redone, and we'll have a new fan club that'll come online called Curve. When fans, more importantly, get on property, they'll actually be able to see, as you saw the other day, the grandstand is about halfway completed.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of earth being moved around, so they'll definitely get a feel for the things that are in store.
And for the races next year, the sun will be at every fan's back.
I know,
so
I know. Standing here in the sun this morning, I'm like, that'll be nice.
I know it. So once more, the race at Bristol tomorrow afternoon on 3 TV. Starts at 4 o'clock. It's going to be a race to see, so all you fans out there, we hope you see it. And we'll see you out at PIR in November. Scott, thank you very much.
Good.